Hi, good evening everyone. Welcome to Unacademy, India's largest learning platform. This is Shefali Singla, and in today's session we will be learning about control statements. So basically, what are control statements, how many different types of control statements are there, and what sort of questions can be asked on the basis of control statements, that will be learning today. So I'll be covering all the control statements in two parts. So today we will be talking about while loop. Basically we will be talking about the iterative statements, all right, and also we will be solving few problems on the basis of that. So you need to understand the concept. Before starting with the session, let me introduce that what this Envision batch is. Basically this batch is targeting on GATE 2021. So we as a team of 7, we have started with a batch that is basically a English batch course, and the daily we will be having 7 sessions of 1 hour each. So in those 7 sessions we have started with the general aptitude, discrete mathematics, computer networks, data structures and programming, compiler design, operating systems and algorithms. As you can see that I'm taking the sessions on data structures and programming, as this subject is very important from GATE point of view. In the GATE it is having a good weightage, and also from placements point of view also this is a very important subject. So basically if you are pursuing your BTech in IT or CS, so you should have a good knowledge of all the concepts of data structures and programming, and the most important thing is you need to understand the basics first, because if basics are not clear you won't be able to perform the higher level operation. So it's very important to learn the basics. So we have started with the basics, and after that we will be going to the advanced level. Parallelly we are having the practice sessions, so that कि जो भी topic बच्चे आपको important लगता है और लगता है कि इसमें कुछ problems आ रही हैं, so for that we can conduct practice sessions. Alright, so daily I'll be taking the session on data structures and programming from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. This is the slot for 7 p.m. For the data structures and programming. So if you want to learn these concepts, so daily join the session on at 7 p.m. There is no Saturday, no Sunday. Whenever there will be some break or some off will be there, so I'll let you know in advance. All right, so if you are watching the session for the first time, so guys, you can subscribe for the channel, that is Let's Crack GATE CSE. On this channel our team is taking the sessions on different technical subjects. All right, now I'll talk about one of the very useful app, that is Unacademy learning app. This is the app which is available on both the Play Store and the Apple Store. So you guys can download this app in order to watch the free sessions. Free sessions तो मैम YouTube पे मिल रहे हैं बच्चे. इसके अलावा भी you can get the free sessions on the special classes. So like in special classes I am covering the concepts of compiler design. Many other educators are taking free sessions on Unacademy platform, that is in the form of special classes. But if you want to cover the 100% syllabus in detail with the proper schedule, proper strategies, approach, tricks, so in that case you need to get the subscription. Otherwise, if you just want to revise the concepts and all that, in that case you can follow the special classes. If you want to join my special classes, so you can follow my profile link, Unacademy profile link, that is given in the description box. By that you will be getting the notifications. You can start following my profile, you'll get all the sessions on that. Alright, so you can watch the sessions, you can attempt the quizzes, test series and so on. These are the benefits of downloading this app, and moreover this is very convenient. If you are not at your place, you are not carrying your system or the books along with you, and you want to utilize your time, in that case you can continue with your learning concept through this app. But make sure while downloading the app you are downloading the correct app, because the other one is for the educators. Okay, so as you are a learner, so you have to download the learning app. As I told you that if you want to cover the 100% syllabus, in that case you need to get the subscription. We have two types of subscriptions. One is Plus subscription and the other one is Iconic subscription. Plus is the basic plan to get started with, and Iconic takes your preparation level to the next level with the help of the personal coach. First of all, I'll talk about the benefits of the Plus subscription. So whatever benefits are there in the Plus subscription, those are included in the Iconic as well. Along with that, some additional features are there. Very good evening, Ajit. So Plus के benefits क्या है? You will be able to access unlimited live classes or recorded sessions. Live or recorded sessions. This means that unlimited live classes का मतलब कि you can follow any number of educators. This means that you can follow multiple educators for the same subject. जब तक बच्चे आपका satisfaction नहीं आ जाता, satisfaction level पे नहीं पहुंच जाते, till then you can keep on watching the sessions from different educators or from the same educator. Moreover, in case of any doubt, obviously in the live sessions you can ask your doubts, and in case of recorded session, by any chance if you have missed the live session, in that case you can watch the recorded session. So in order to handle your queries, we have designed Plus course and Iconic course in such a way that every fourth session will be a live doubt solving session. Every fourth session will be a live doubt solving session. This means that in case you have missed the session, तो आप जब recorded session देख रहे हो कुछ doubts आए, so you had watched the recorded session and you can ask for the queries. And if you have watched the live session also, तो बच्चे हो सकता है practice करते हुए या फिर जो भी आपको daily practice problems मिल रही हैं और assignments दी जा रही हैं उनमें कुछ problems आ सकते हैं. So those queries will be handled in the doubt solving session. So basically in the doubt solving session, this will be a kind of practice session. In this we won't be learning any new concept, just we will be solving the questions, we will be taking the doubts. That is it. Apart from that, you will be getting an access to the test series which covers all the topic wise tests, subject wise and full length test. And this test series is based on the new pattern which will cover the multiple choice questions, numerical answer type questions and multiple select questions. So this gives you the fair idea that how to attempt the questions and how you have to practice and how to maintain the speed. Everything will be clear to you guys. Alright. Apart from this, unlimited practice sessions will be there and structured schedule will be provided to you. This means that well in advance you will be knowing that what topic will be covered on what date, so that accordingly you can prepare your study plan or the revision plan. And weekly quizzes will be there. This will help you to evaluate your performance level, your preparation level. So weekly quizzes will be basically targeting on the syllabus or the concepts that we have covered in the current week. And sometimes, like this is my strategy, I always include the questions, at least one or two questions from the previous concept, so that कि बच्चे आपका जो subject चल रहा है, current subject चल रहा है, वो पूरा का पूरा in touch रहे. And at the end of each course, we will be having the mega quiz. Mega quiz. That will be the final touch. So these are the benefits of the Plus subscription. To get to know more, you can write in the comment section or you can go to the description box. It's mentioned in the description box. Hi, happy Navratri to everyone. Good evening Lavjeet. Good evening Sheetal. Very good evening Anushka. Iconic में बच्चे benefits के whatever benefits of Plus subscription are there. Along with this, you will be getting a guidance from the personal coach. He or she will help you to identify your weak area and the strong area, so that according to you, customized study plan will be provided to you. Alright, and you will get to know that what is the smart strategy, how you can perform well. क्योंकि हर student का बच्चे preparation level अलग होता है, different strategies there. Next, study planner will be provided to you. Experts, guidelines and main question and answer practice sessions will be there. So these are the benefits of the Iconic subscription. If we talk about the subscription plans, in Iconic subscription we have two subscription plans. One is 1 year subscription plan and the other one is 2 year. 1 year is for 45,000 and 2 year is for 60,000. But if you are going to apply the referral code, you will be getting the 10% discount. So you have to use the referral code, that is Shefali. This is my referral code, my first name. Spellings are Shefali. So by applying this referral code, you will be getting 10% discount, as well as you will be added to my groups. And this gives you a benefit that in order to get 1 year Iconic subscription, instead of paying 45,000, you have to just pay 40,500, and for 2 year, you have to pay 54,000 rupees. That is it. Okay, so these are the plans, fee structure till 20th of October, because from 20th of October there will be a hike in the fee structure. So we are left with 3 days only. So if you want to get the subscription, get it before 20th of October to get maximum benefit. And 2 year subscription is beneficial for the students which are currently in the second year or third year of BTech, and 1 year subscription is beneficial for the students which are currently in the fourth year or those are pass outs. Second or third year wale students ke liye bache, it's a very good opportunity, because whatever subjects we are going to cover in the GATE syllabus, those are the core subjects of your branch which are included in the curriculum of second year and third year of BTech. So basically, by preparing those core subjects in detail, you will be able to score well in the semester exams. You need not to put extra efforts. And the other benefit is it will help you in the placements. How? If you have written the GATE paper in the third year itself with good preparation, so this means that you will be able to score good marks in the GATE paper. You can include your GATE score in your resume. That will help you during the placements. Your resume will get shortlisted. इसके chances काफी बढ़ जाते हैं. Apart from that, in the placements, 2 mandatory rounds are there. One is the written round, which is known as the elimination round, and the other one is the interview round. Written is basically an elimination round in which you will be facing multiple choice questions from the subjects which are currently used or which are used in the industry or practically which are used. So those subjects are data structures and programming. As I told you in the beginning itself, that data structures and programming is very important subject from GATE point of view as well as from placements point of view. Another subject is algorithms, database management system. बच्चे ये तो coding point of view से भी important subjects हैं. Apart from that, operating systems, computer networks, and definitely written में बच्चे non technical तो आएगा ही आएगा. So these are the benefits. सो सेमेस्टर एग्जाम्स में बेनिफिट मिल रहा है, गेट पेपर में मिल रहा है, प्लेसमेंट्स में मिल रहा है. थर्ड ईयर में आपने गेट पेपर लिखा, थर्ड ईयर के बाद यू विल बी हैविंग वन मोर चांस टू राइट द गेट पेपर इन द फोर्थ ईयर, बिकॉज before the completion of your graduation you won't be able to join post graduation or any job. So it's better if you are in the third year, write the paper. If you are in the second year, target on the gate paper which you can write in the third year. All right. And apart from this, if anybody is targeting on PSUs, many PSUs are recruiting on the basis of the GATE score. कुछ ऐसे भी हैं जो अपना पेपर ले रहे हैं. For example, ISRO is conducting their own paper, DRDO is conducting their own paper. So what is the syllabus? More than 90% syllabus is the GATE syllabus. So if you have very well prepared for the GATE paper, so ISRO और DRDO पेपर भी बच्चे आपको काफी इजी लगेगा. If you have solved the previous year questions, then you must be knowing that in the ISRO paper, majority of the questions are previous year GATE questions, right? So if you have very well prepared for the GATE questions, easily you can crack the ISRO paper. So these are the benefits of starting the preparation of GATE at the early stages. So you will be getting sufficient time for the practice. And let us talk about the various plans of the Plus subscription. In the Plus subscription, we have 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year and 2 year subscription plan. 1 month is for 45,000, 3 months is for 11,250, 6 months is for 18,000, 12 months is for 22,500 and 2 year is for 27,000. If you look at the difference here, just you have to pay 4,500 rupees extra for the second year. 1 year के लिए anyhow you have to pay 22,500. ये भी बचे 20th of October तक ही है, because हो सकता है 20th October के बाद 27,000 जो भी आप 2 years के लिए पे कर रहे हो सकता है कि ये फी उसके बाद इंक्रीज होने के बाद this might be the fee for the 1 year. PSUs का क्या क्राइटेरिया है बच्चे? ग्रेजुएशन होनी चाहिए आपकी, and they will be directly recruiting on the basis of the GATE score. All right. और कोई क्राइटेरिया नहीं है, just you need to have a good GATE score. And if they are not conducting they are not considering the GATE score, this means that they will be conducting their own paper. Okay. मैम प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस की कौन सी बुक यूज करें? बच्चे आई वॉन्ट सजेस्ट एनी पर्टिकुलर बुक बिकॉज हर बुक में कुछ ना कुछ टाइपिंग मिस्टेक्स हैं. बेटर आइडिया इज कि अगर आप कोई भी बुक यूज करना चाहते हो तो रेंडमली यू कैन टेक एनी प्रैक्टिस बुक. But particularly, I won't suggest कि एक book, only one book is sufficient for the preparation of gate level. So I'll suggest that if you want to follow the books, follow the standard books. Alright? So this is about the introduction to the batch and the subscription plans, benefits of the subscription plans. To get to know more, it's written in the description box. You can go through it. Clear? Any doubt, any query? So let's crack it. Agenda for today's session is control statements. So basically what are control statements? बच्चे control statements कुछ नहीं होती है. Basically control statements will control the execution sequence of a program. Normally if some control statement is not given, then the execution starts from the first statement, then control goes to the second statement, third statement, fourth statement and so on. But if some control statements are given, then the execution sequence will get changed. That will be basically controlled by the statement which is given. तो आपके पास control statements कितने टाइप की हो सकते हैं? These are classified into three categories. One is known as iterative or looping statement. Another one is known as selective statement. And third one is known as unconditional jump statements. Unconditional jump statements में से बहुत rarely question आया गेट में, इसके बेसिस पे questions नहीं आए. But definitely a selective statement और iterative statements में से previous year में आपको questions मिल जाएंगे. Alright, so today we will be starting with the concept of iterating of the looping statements. Basically बच्चे आपको लगेगा मैम क्या while, if, do, while और nested while पढ़ा रहे हो. But when you will be solving the question, I'll be giving you the problems. I'll prove that many of you will be getting the incorrect answers. So किसी भी चीज को हमें ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस में आके नहीं छोड़ना है कि these are the basics, so we know those basics very well. Yesterday we had the practice session. आपको भी ये लग रहा था कि हमें concepts आते हैं, but still some silly mistakes you were conducting. So this is why our practice is very very important. We can't skip any topic. Alright. So today we will be starting with the iterative statement or the looping statements. So basically what is the use of iterative statement or looping statement? Loop का मतलब क्या होता है? Repeat it again and again. Same set of statements will be repeated again and again depending upon some condition. Instead of writing the code again, so simply we will use the concept of while loop, of some looping statements. So in C, basically C supports while, do while and for loop. But what is the difference between while and do while? Definitely we'll talk about nested while as well as nested for, nested while and nested for also. Nested means loop inside the loop. Nested loop means loop inside the loop, that is nested loop. So while और do while में क्या difference है? While के अंदर whenever you are writing while, you need to mention here some condition. So syntax is while some condition will be mentioned here and then set of statements will be there. Statements. In do while, entry controlled and exit controlled, very good. So while is also known as entry controlled and do while is also known as exit controlled, very very good. Do while will be executed at least once even if condition is false. That's nice. Do while run at least once without checking. Great. So you are clear with the concept. तो बच्चे do का मतलब क्या होता है? Perform some operation, set of statements, and at the end while condition will be given. So this means that when it is entering into a program, किसी block में enter कर रहे हैं, so entry point पे condition check हो रही है. So that is why while loop is also known as entry पे condition check हो रही है. So this is also known as entry controlled. और do while में क्या हो रहा है? सबसे डू का मतलब क्या है? परफॉर्म सम ऑपरेशन. कौन सा ऑपरेशन? जो भी स्टेटमेंट्स गिवन है, एग्जीक्यूट दो स्टेटमेंट्स एंड देन इट इज चेकिंग फॉर द कंडीशन. इसका मतलब क्या है? जब ब्लॉक से बाहर आ रहा है, एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम इट इज चेकिंग फॉर द कंडीशन. सो दैट इज व्हाई दिस इज आल्सो नोन एज exit controlled. In this case, if in the first case itself the condition is false, then these statements won't be executed. But here it is saying that execute the statements and then check for the condition. This means that in case of do while, at least once the statements will be executed. The statements will be executed. Is this clear? बच्चे condition true कब होगी? When a condition will be true, when you are getting some non-zero value, then we'll say that the condition is true. If the value of the condition is 0, then the condition is false. Correct? यहाँ तक कोई doubt? Great. Now, if we look at the syntax and the flow diagram, let us quickly write the syntax. So, syntax is first of all, while, write the condition and then set of statements. This is also known as entry controlled loop. So if we look at the flow diagram, that means what? From the starting, it will start the execution. First of all, it will check for the condition. Now this condition can be true or false. If the condition is true, then it will enter into the block and execute the set of statements which are provided in the block statements. Once the statements are executed, end of the block, then again it will check for the condition. And if the condition is false, if it is true, it will execute the set of statements. If the condition is false, then it will be present at the end of the block. End. Very simple, very easy, the basic one. इंटरव्यू में डिफरेंस बिटवीन वाइल एंड डू वाइल भी पूछ लेते हैं कभी कभी. बिल्कुल बच्चे, जो इंटरव्यू में क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाते हैं, कुछ आउट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड क्वेश्चंस नहीं होते, दोज आर जस्ट द बेसिक्स. तो कई बार स्टूडेंट्स बेसिक्स में कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं. कॉन्सेप्ट आता है, प्रोग्राम लिख लेंगे, बट बेसिक्स पता नहीं है. सो इज दिस क्लियर टू एवरीवन? So in this case, the block will be executed for block of statements will be executed either 0 or more times. Minimum time is 0. If the condition is false, it may execute for 0 time. Let us understand this with the help of the programs. So these are the two programs given to you. You have to return the output. Execution starts from the first statement, the main program. First of all, declaration and initialization of variable I is there. I is 0. What will be the output? What will be the output? Zero. Will it be printing 0? 0 means it is printing 0. Nothing. Okay. Himanshu is saying it won't return anything. सेकेंड इनफाइनाइट. बच्चे फर्स्ट का आंसर बताओ पहले. लेट अस डिस्कस द फर्स्ट प्रोग्राम. No output. Okay. This won't be, finally the answer is there will be no output. What is the reason? Because when the control goes to the while condition, condition क्या है? I is not equal to 0. What is the value of I? That is 0. You are checking that 0 is not equal to 0. Is this condition true? No, this is false. If the condition is false, it will skip these statements. And after this, no statement is provided. So ultimately, it won't be printing anything. Correct? The first program won't be printing anything because the value, the condition in the first round is itself incorrect. So in that case, it is returning no output. Clear? Now let us go to the second program. Main int I is equal to 0 while 1 printf %d. Every time it has to print the value of I. So what will be the output? Okay. Quickly write in the comment section that what will be the output for the second program. This one is the first and this one is the second. 0, 1, 2, 3, it will go into infinite loop. Yes, this will go into infinite loop. Why? Because the condition, जहाँ पे बच्चे condition देनी थी वहाँ पे value is hard code. Value is hard coded. So this means that every time I की कुछ भी value हो जाए, I is equal to 0, it will be printing 0, then I becomes 1. Condition is true, print 2, I becomes 3, but condition is always going to true because it is independent of I. So ultimately it will go into infinite. It will go into infinite loop. Clear? 0, 0, 0 infinite times? No. This won't be taking 0, 0, 0 infinite times because here once this is declared, value is 0, condition is true. 1 का मतलब क्या? Every time the condition will be true, print the value of I, it will be printing the value of I as 0. Then the value of I gets incremented, it becomes 1. Condition is true, again print the value of I 2. And so on. बच्चे stack overflow basically आपके पास जो problem आती है that comes in the Java. Yes, definitely, ultimately एक time पे जाके it will terminate because memory full हो जाएगी. You will get an error that memory is full. Correct? So this will go into infinite loop और values क्या होंगी? Every time it will be incrementing the value by 1. Next, in this case, what will be the output? Those were basic questions. इसमें एक छोटा सा concept use हो रहा है. We have already covered the concept of data types. So what will be the output for the first program? Yes, basically 1 हमने क्यों दिए? Because in that case we want the condition to be true at all the times. डिक्लेयर करना पड़ेगा. ऑब्वियसली यू नीड टू डिक्लेयर ट्रू. टाइप डेफ का कॉन्सेप्ट भी यूज कर सकते हो. अप टू रेंज ऑफ शॉर्ट इंटीजर मैम. ओके, what is the range of short integer? Can you write clearly that what will be the output for the first program? the value of I is initialized with the value 10, what will be the output for the given program? Ten, 11, 12, 3, 2, 7, 6, 8. 3, 2, 7, 6, 8 होता है? One to one. Getting so many different answers. No, but this is signed integer, signed short integer. This means that negative numbers can also come. What is the range of signed short integer? Range of signed short integer is what? No, it won't go to infinite loop. Yes, both negative and both positive and negative numbers can be represented by short integer. No, but you clearly tell me that what is the range of signed short integer? Very good. Minus 32768 to plus 32767. Correct? So when we have talked about the range 0, 1, 2 and somewhere here you will be getting 32767, then minus 32768 and so on, and comes to minus 2, minus 1. Here when the value of I is initialized to 10, while 10 I की value non-zero है, that's fine. So it is true, print the value of I, so 10 will be printed. After that the value of I is incremented, now it becomes 11. Again control goes back to the while loop. While 11, this is non-zero value, it will be printing 11. बच्चे मैं कॉमा यूज कर रही हूँ सेपरेट करने के लिए, बट यहाँ पे मैंने प्रिंटफ पैटर्न में कहीं पे कॉमा यूज नहीं किया है तो आउटपुट में कॉमा नहीं आएगा. ठीक है. 11 again increment the value, it becomes 12. So control will come back to this position. 12 is non-zero value, 12 will be printed and so on. कहाँ तक पहुँच जाएगा? 32767. 32767. After that, when the value of I will be incremented, that comes out to be 32768. 32768 की जगह पे क्या print करवाएगा? Since 32768 is out of the range, so it will be printing minus 32768. When you will be incrementing after this value gets printed, then it will be incrementing the value of I plus 1, so it becomes minus 32767, that is the allowed value. Correct? So 10 से लेके कहाँ तक पहुँचेगा? 32767. Then it will start from minus 32768. Minus 32767 कहाँ पे आएगा? minus 1 पे आया. Value of I comes to minus 1. Minus 1 is non-zero value. Print the value of I, minus 1 will be printed, plus I. When you will be adding 1, it becomes 0. While I, now it is 0, so it will stop there. So 0 won't be printed because for 0 value this condition gets false, so it stops here. This is the output. Is this clear? Is this clear to everyone? Minus 32798 Pratiksha, that is out of range. So basically along with the concept of while, here they have checked for the conditions, they have checked whether you have the knowledge of data types or not. Similarly, try to return the output for the second program. See if you can return the answer for this. Signed char. What is the range of signed char? Range of signed char is minus 128 to plus 127. Same concept you have to use. In the exam they won't be asking for the range. या तो बच्चे options given होंगी. Either if they are asking it in the form of numerical answer type question, so they may ask कि यहाँ पे कितने times the value or how many values can be printed. So how many values can be printed? That is 32767 minus 10 plus 1 number आ जाएगा. Similarly you can find the number of values that will be printed in this range, so you can return the total value. Okay. Okay, so here signed char 96 plus a, तो वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगी जब चेक करेगा? That becomes 97. 97 is non-zero value, so a will be printed 97. Then again increment the value, it comes out to be 98, which is non-zero value 98, then 99, and so on it goes to 127. 127 पे जब plus 1 करोगे, it comes out to be 128. That is nothing but that is represented by minus 128, and so on it goes to minus 1. Same concept. Last में minus 1 होगा, that's correct. Obviously अगर बच्चे आपको ये वाला question समझ में आ गया, so this is exactly similar to this question, just in this case I had used the range of signed short integer, here I have used the range of signed character. तो यहाँ पे आपको कोई भी data type given हो सकती है. Is this concept clear? लास्ट में minus 1 का समझ में नहीं आया. ओके, minus 28 तो समझ में आया. जब बच्चे यहाँ पे a की वैल्यू minus 128 है, a is minus 128 plus minus 128 का मतलब क्या है? You are adding plus 1. So that comes out to be minus 127, that is non-zero value. Next time जब फिर से a की वैल्यू इंक्रीमेंट करोगे, you will be getting minus 126 and so on. कब तक चलता जाएगा? जब a की वैल्यू minus 1 होगी plus a, at some time it comes out to be minus 1. So when the value is minus 1, then it is printing minus 1. Minus 1 gets printed. Again, before checking for the condition, first of all it is incrementing the value. So the value of I minus 1 plus 1 comes out to be 0. While 0 means condition is false, so it won't enter into, since the condition is false, so it won't enter into the block. तो अगर ब्लॉक के अंदर एंटर ही नहीं हुआ तो ऑब्वियस सी बात है कि ए की वैल्यू प्रिंट नहीं करेगा. सो इट विल स्टॉप एट द लास्ट वैल्यू दैट विल बी प्रिंटेड इज minus 1. यस, एग्जैक्टली. जैसी वैल्यू 0 हो जाएगी कंडीशन की, इट विल टर्मिनेट. नाउ इज दिस क्लियर टू एवरीवन? नेक्स्ट वी हैव द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ डू वाइल. Do while is also known as while loop में किसी को कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. Do while is also known as exit control loop. Exit control loop. If I talk about the syntax, first of all it will execute some statements, block of statements. बच्चे एक स्टेटमेंट भी अलाउड है, एम्प्टी ब्लॉक भी हो सकता है, एंड आफ्टर एग्जीक्यूटिंग दिस फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम इट विल चेक फॉर द कंडीशन. It will check for the condition. So if I talk about the flow diagram, yes, this is known as exit control loop. This can be asked in 1 mark, so you should know this. Clear? Let's discuss one code. Okay, let me write here. So यहाँ पे statements at least कितने times execute होंगी? Note, statements will execute फर्स्ट टाइम पे बच्चे कोई कंडीशन चेक नहीं कर रहे तो फर्स्ट टाइम तो एग्जीक्यूट हो जाएंगी स्टेटमेंट. सो स्टेटमेंट्स विल एग्जीक्यूट फॉर एटलीस्ट वंस even if the condition is false, even if the given condition is false. क्योंकि कंडीशन तो एंड पे चेक हो रही है, तो even if in the beginning itself if, the condition is false, even then the set of statements will execute for once. This is the basic difference between while loop and the do while loop. Now let us consider one program. You have to return the output for this program. Main int I is equal to 0. Do printf. You have to print the value of I plus plus. जो फर्स्ट केस लिया था बच्चे मैंने while I is not equal to 0, I am taking the same case while I is not equal to 0. Now what will be the output? Yes, if the condition is true for n times, then it will execute for n plus 1. बच्चे जितने times भी आपके अगर first time में false हो गया तो एक बार तो execute हो ही रहा है. So definitely it's but obvious thing that if the condition is true for n times, so it will be executing for n plus 1 times. The output will be 0. Is this the case? Everybody is returning the answer as 0. बच्चे carefully check करो. Initially I is declared. मैंने आपको बताया था बेसिक्स में भी आप मिस्टेक करोगे. डू प्रिंट एफ, कोई कंडीशन चेक नहीं हुई है, इट इज प्रिंटिंग द वैल्यू ऑफ आई. सो द वैल्यू ऑफ आई इज 0, इट विल बी प्रिंटिंग 0. देन आई प्लस प्लस, नाउ आई इज इंक्रीमेंटेड. आफ्टर दैट इट इज चेकिंग फॉर द कंडीशन व्हाइल आई इज नॉट इक्वल टू 0. 1 is not equal to 0. Yes, condition is true. So again it will execute the statement, print the value of I, 1. I plus plus incremented 2. While 2 is not equal to 0, condition is true. So again it will go to the beginning. Print the value of I. कहाँ तक जाएगा? Give me the end point. कहीं तो terminate करेगा. What will be the termination point? So this keeps on increasing 2, 3, 4 and so on up to 1. Yes, everybody is now changing the answer. It won't go to infinite because it will terminate. अभी हमने इस टाइप का क्वेश्चन डिस्कस किए. इट डिपेंड्स ऑन लास्ट इंटीजर वैल्यू. इंटीजर वैल्यू तो बच्चे एक बार इनिशियलाइज करवा दी. लास्ट इंटीजर वैल्यू क्या होगी? लास्ट इंटीजर वैल्यू मीन्स वी हैव टू कंसिडर द रेंज. रेंज किसकी कंसिडर करोगे? इंटीजर की. एज्यूम दैट द साइज ऑफ इंटीजर इज 2 बाइट्स. मैं 16 बिट्स पे वर्क कर रही हूँ. ओके, it depends on operating system, so that's why I have asked you to assume that the size of integer is 2 bytes. So what will be the range? Here it is not defined that it is signed or unsigned. By default it is signed. So what will be the range for signed integer? That is -32768 to 32767. 32767. 65535 is the upper value in case of unsigned, but here it's not mentioned that this is signed or unsigned, as already discussed with you that by default it is signed type. So you have to consider this range. Now tell me that what will be the output. This keeps on increasing. It reaches to 32767. जैसे 32768 आएगा, it starts from -32768, then -32767 and so on. I की वैल्यू कहाँ तक आ जाएगी? till -1. -1 is not equal to I की वैल्यू, अभी I am assuming what? -1 has already printed. Print होने के बाद okay, -2 consider कर लेते. I की वैल्यू was -2. After incrementing, this comes out to be -1. -1 is not equal to 0. Yes, condition is true, so it will print the value. So -1 will be printed, then it will be incrementing the value. I becomes 0. While 0 is not equal to 0, 0 is equal to 0, so the condition gets false. Now it will terminate. So the last value that will be printed is -1. Now is this clear? Yes, 16 bits means -2 raised to power 16 minus 1, 2 plus 2 raised to power 16 minus 1 minus 1. ये मैंने डिटेल में डिस्कस किया है, रेंज फॉर साइंड एंड अनसाइंड. Programming maybe when we have talked about the data types, at that point of time I had discussed the range, and also in digital electronics also we had a detailed session on that. Now is this clear to everyone? So in the first instance you all were returning the incorrect answer. And trust me बच्चे, अगर options given होंगी, जो भी first instance में mind में strike होता है वो options में definitely होगा. तो जैसे ही फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन आएगा, फर्स्ट ऑप्शन आपकी मैच हो जाएगी, यू विल बी लाइक मेरा आंसर मैच हो गया, दैट मीन्स आई एम राइट. अगर कॉन्सेप्ट देखो तो दिस इज वेरी इजी कॉन्सेप्ट, राइट? क्लैरिटी इज -7 आउट ऑफ, ओके, क्लैरिटी इज 7 आउट ऑफ 10. बच्चे 3 कहां पे गायब हो गए? वेयर इज द डाउट? फटाफट से बताओ. क्रिस्टल क्लियर हुआ कॉन्सेप्ट? सो बिगनिंग में मैंने आपको बताया था जो भी कॉन्सेप्ट्स हम कवर कर रहे हैं, साथ साथ में यू हैव टू कीप ऑन रिवाइजिंग ऑल द कॉन्सेप्ट्स, बिकॉज वी विल बी यूजिंग ऑल द कॉन्सेप्ट्स व्हेन वी विल बी टॉकिंग अबाउट द प्रीवियस ईयर गेट क्वेश्चंस. तो मिक्सचर करके क्वेश्चंस आएंगे. तो रेंज यहाँ पे आ गई, तो रेंज का कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर होना इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. करेक्ट? नेस्टेड वाइल लूप. बच्चे नेस्टेड लूप कोई भी हो सकती है, नेस्टेड इफ एल्स भी हो सकता है, नेस्टेड फॉर लूप भी हो सकती है, नेस्टेड वाइल लूप भी हो सकती है. नेस्टेड वाइल लूप का मतलब क्या है? वाइल लूप इनसाइड द वाइल लूप, राइट? सो वाइल लूप, वाइल के अंदर हियर यू हैव टू मेंशन द कंडीशन. वाइल के अंदर अगेन देयर इज अ वाइल लूप. So you need to mention 2 conditions. Let me write here the outer condition, and let me write here for the inner while loop, let us call this as inner condition. If the inner condition is true, then it will execute some set of statements and end. So, बच्चे statements outer condition is true, तो here you may have a set of statements as well along with the while loop, and here also you can have the set of statements. Set of statements, let me call this as 2 and 1. These are obviously optional. So this is the structure of the nested while loop. तो execution कैसे होगी? If the first condition is true, only then it will, if the outer condition is true, then it will check, it will enter into the block. If statements are present, it will execute those statements and then it will check for the while condition. Inner condition. If the inner condition is also true, then these set of statements will be executed. Otherwise, after executing the statement, set of statements 1, it will execute the set of statements 2 if present. Otherwise, end of the loop. यहाँ पे execution कैसे होगी? If this condition is true, set of statements are executed, तो उसके बाद कंट्रोल कहाँ पे आएगा? statements 2 No. In that case, again, it will check for the inner condition. So this is how this keeps on executing. जैसे ही ये condition false होगी, then the control will go to the statement. You can treat this like step 1, step 2, step 3. Step 3 पे control कब आएगा? When the step 2 is completely executed. कल हमने recursion के केस में ऐसे ही steps mark किए थे, so you can consider it like that. Yes? Now if I talk about the flow diagram, it will start. Starting with, first of all, it will check for the outer condition. It will check for the outer condition. If the outer condition is true, then it will enter into the block. If it is true, then it will enter into the block. And after that, it will check for, it will execute the statements. Let me call this set as statements 1. Set of statements 1 will be executed. After that, it will check for the inner condition. It will check for the condition, inner condition. Now this condition can be true or false. If it is true, then it will execute the set of statements, that is 2. After after executing these statements, again it will check for the inner condition. It will check for the inner condition. Correct? This loop. If the inner condition gets false, if this gets false, okay, here we had statements, just the statements. Sorry. If the condition is false, then it will go to the third statement, that is set of statements, which we are calling this as statements 3. Statements 3. Yes? अगर false होगा तो कंट्रोल यहां पे आएगा. इस कंडीशन के लिए ट्रू और फॉल्स वाला केस कंसिडर हो गया. व्हाट इफ द inner condition is false, then it goes to statement 3, and after executing this statement, it will go to the outer statement, outer condition. If the outer condition itself is false, then it will end. It will end. Clear? Is this clear to everyone? कुछ नहीं किया बच्चे, just I have followed these steps and constructed the flow diagram. Now let's understand this with the help of an example. I want you to return the code for this statement, this code. In this case, if you observe, here we are using 2 while loops. While loop, this is the outer while condition. Inner while condition. Inner while condition के अंदर बच्चे I have not used the set of blocks. So if blocks are not used, this means that under the control of while loop only one statement is present. Yes? Can you return the output? Just give it a try. One, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Is it? बच्चे अगर ब्लॉक यूज नहीं किया तो इसका मतलब क्या है? कंडीशन के कंट्रोल में ओनली वन स्टेटमेंट इज देयर. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Let us see. I is equal to 0. I is declared and initialized. J is equal to 0. Now, Plus plus I, this is the pre-increment case. First of all, the value of I will be incremented. It comes out to be 1. 1 is less than equal to 5. Yes, condition is true, so it will enter into the block. Plus plus j, increment the value of I. 1 is less than equal to 5. Yes, condition is true, so it will print the value of j, so it will be printing 1. After that, इसके बाद कंट्रोल यहाँ पे जाएगा j पे. Those who are returning 1 1, निशु is returning 1 1. तो बच्चे j की वैल्यू सेकेंड टाइप कब प्रिंट होगी? जब कंट्रोल यहाँ पे जा रहा है. If block is not mentioned, only single statement is, 2 statements are given. This means that only this statement is under the control of the while loop. Yes. So after this, again it will go to the while condition. Now the value of j will be incremented first. 2 is less than equal to 5. Yes, condition is true, so it will print the value of j. Now when the value of j is printed, it will be printing 2. Again increment the value of j. It comes out to be 3. 3 is less than equal to 5. Yes, 3 will be printed. Similarly 4 and 5. यहाँ तक कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. 5 तक सबका रिजल्ट आ रहा है. Correct? After this, now when you increment this value, now again after printing 5, control comes back to the inner condition. So it will increment the value first. 6. 6 is less than equal to 5. No, condition is false. If the condition is false, then the control will go to the, it will skip the statement which is under the control of this loop. End पे जो statement है statements 2. This is equivalent to statement set of statements 2. So it will be printing the value j. After printing the value j, what is the value of j now? It is 6. Those who are returning 1 2 3 4 5 5 5 5 5, so it is printing 6. यहाँ तक clear हुआ? 6 क्यों print हुआ? Now what is the next one? This is the end of while loop. So वापस यहाँ से control कहाँ पे जाएगा? To the outer while. Outer while क्या करेगा? It will increment the value of I first and then checks for the condition. Now it will increment the value of I. I becomes 2. 2 is less than equal to 5. Yes, condition is true. So enter into the block. Now here plus plus j. Check करने से पहले it will increment the value of j. So the value of j is incremented to 7. 7 is less than equal to 5. No, condition is false. So it won't execute this statement. It won't execute this statement. अगर false है तो control कहाँ पे आ गया आपके पास? Next statement पे. Yes. What is next statement? It is printing the value of j. What is the value of j? That is 7. After this, again control goes back to the outer loop where it is incrementing the value of I. 3 is less than equal to 5. Yes, condition is true. So enter into the block. Condition check से पहले बच्चे j की value के साथ compare करवाना है. This is pre-increment. That means before using the value of the variable will be incremented. So the value of j will be incremented to 8 now. 8 is less than equal to 5. No. So this statement will be skipped. It will be printing the value of j, that is 8. Again, control goes back to the outer loop. It is incrementing the value of I first. 4 is less than equal to 5. Yes, condition is true. So again the value of j will be incremented and it will be printing 9. Control goes back to the outer loop. 5 is less than equal to 5. Yes, condition is true. So the value of j will be incremented. 10 is less than equal to 5. No, inner condition is false. So it will be executing the statements which is under the control of the outer loop. Right? So in that case, it is now printing the value of j, that is 10. After that, increment the value of I. 6 is less than equal to 5. No. So it will skip all these statements. Control will come to this position, but there is no statement present. So the program will terminate and it will return the output as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. सो स्टेप बाय स्टेप आपने आंसर्स तो बहुत सारे चेंज किए, बट आंसर फिर भी करेक्ट नहीं आया. 11 it is printing. How it is going to print 11, Nishu? आंसर गलत हो जाता है तो आप मैसेज ही रिट्रैक्ट कर देते हो. वेरी गुड. बच्चे नेगेटिव मार्किंग हो रही है क्या? Is this clear? So you need to understand the flow of the nested while. इवन नेस्टेड फॉर में भी आपको मैं मिस्टेक्स कमिट करते हुए दिखाऊंगी. इज दिस क्लियर? आंसर आ गया बट आफ्टर सेकेंड अटेम्प्ट. ओके. Those who were returning the incorrect answers, now is this clear to everyone? So step by step you have to do the execution, तब गलती नहीं होगी. So this is for your practice. Just try it once, or you want me to solve it now? Okay, it's clear. प्रोग्रामिंग डिफिकल्ट लगती है क्योंकि आप स्किप करते हो कुछ स्टेप्स को, ओरली करना चाहते हो. प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस आपको ऐसे लगेंगे कि बहुत ही इजी आते हैं. जो भी हम प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चंस लेंगे दोज विल बी डिफिकल्ट देन द प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस. ओके, जस्ट टेक द स्क्रीनशॉट ऑफ दिस एंड सॉल्व इट एंड ट्राई टू गेट द आंसर फॉर दिस वन. एंड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ वाइल लूप, बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स को लगता है वाइल लूप क्यों डिस्कस कर रहे हो. 2019 में बच्चे वाइल लूप के ऊपर क्वेश्चन आ चुके हैं. दैट टू इन द न्यूमेरिकल आंसर टाइप क्वेश्चन. दिस वाज द question which was asked in GATE 2019, and this was just using the concept of while loop only, that too single while loop. Okay, so I'm giving you two problems, this one and second one is the previous year GATE question. Just try to attempt these questions. Today we'll end the session here. In tomorrow's session we will be talking about another important iterative control statement, that is the for loop. All right, so this is all about this session. Let me quickly discuss the schedule for the upcoming classes. Daily we are having a session on the YouTube. Soon I'll be taking a marathon session. YouTube pe daily we are having a session at 7 PM to 8 PM. 1 hour session on programming. बच्चे आज भी स्पेशल क्लास नहीं हो पाई. Tomorrow onwards regularly we will be having the special class at 3 PM to 4 PM. 3 PM to 4 PM on compiler design. I'll be talking about LL1 passing algorithm in tomorrow's special class, compiler design. And in today's plus class, we will be talking about single source shortest path. We will be talking about both the algorithms, Dijkstra's and Bellman-Ford. Timing for plus classes 9 PM to 10 PM to 10:30 PM. And in this I'm covering the concepts of algorithms. Hope this session was useful for you guys. And मूल मंत्र क्या है सक्सेस के लिए? That is practice. जितनी ज्यादा प्रैक्टिस करोगे उतने ज्यादा कॉन्सेप्ट्स क्लियर होंगे. So in short we can say that today it is the age of competition and all the competitive exams are based on speed, accuracy and logic, which requires constant practice from the very beginning. Right? So whatever concepts I'm giving you, so just try to solve the questions on the basis of that. Step by step execution करो बच्चे. जो trick, जिस method से मैं questions को explain कर रही हूँ, just try to follow that method. मैं किसी भी step पे statement change नहीं कर रही हूँ. We are just applying the basic concepts in each question. Okay? So orally attempt करने की कोशिश मत करो. Exam में आपको pen और paper मिलेगा. You can solve the questions. So if you like this video, concepts clear हुए तो बच्चे please like कर दिया करो video. So click on the like button. If you are watching the session for the first time, click on the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to get the notifications of the new videos. In case of any doubt, any query, feel free to write in the comment section, and in case of any feedback or you want to interact with me, so you can send a message to me through a feedback form. The link of the feedback form is given in the description box, and if you want to get the subscription, don't forget to apply the referral code in order to get the 10% discount. As already I have discussed the various subscription plans, so if you want to get the subscription, get it before 20th of October, because after that we will be having a hike in the fee structure. And to get the links of the videos, live sessions, जितने भी live sessions आ रहे हैं, be it on the YouTube or in the special class or plus class, so you can join our group, that is Let's Crack Gate CSE. This is our Telegram group, and the link of this group is also given in the description box. So this is all about today's session. Thank you guys. God bless you all. Good night.